back after a week off, and it seems like the Yankees took a week off with a lot of different crazy shenanigans taking place. A lot of big minor league news to get into. So, we got an action-packed show today. Sandy, how we holding up?
Hi, how are you, Julian?
It's like it's been better for sure, but we're hanging in. I mean, the minor leagues are giving us some stuff to be excited about. Yankees 5.5 out, another dreadful loss. So not looking good at the top, that's for sure.
I hear you.
So we'll start off with the big news that kind of set the tone for this crazy Yankees week when Anthony Rizzo going down with this concussion situation. We kind of knew something was wrong since the Tatis situation, but now they finally figured it out.
Yeah, I know. This is just crazy. So, I mean, I'm sure everyone already knows by now. The Padres and during the Padres series, Fernando Tatis collided with Anthony Rizzo at first base. You can argue that it was a dirty play or a clean play, whatnot. Who knows? But I mean, I think Tatis could have just slid back to first, but so he collided. It looks like his head hit his thigh or leg. But if you look at the clip immediately after that collision, you see Rizzo barely standing up. It's so obvious that he got hit badly, and so it turns out that he went into a big freaking slump, right?
I think they may have stung his neck too, or something. Like he was walking around, like you said. Oh, yeah, he had the concussion. Yup, and he stayed in that game. Does my memory serve me correct? Did he end up staying in that game, or did he get pulled out of that game?
Yes, he did stay in the game. Reports are that they gave him a concussion test, which is just answering some questions, whatnot. After that, they continue putting him in the lineup, and I mean, he slumped so bad. It's just so obvious that something was wrong with him. Here's some stats. Here's some stats we put up here. Anthony Rizzo before and after the collision. Before May 28th, he was hitting 304. After that collision, it went down to 172. He wasn't hitting a home run in I don't know how many at bats, like 150, 160 at bats. He had without hitting one home run. It's insane.
It's just so embarrassing that we let this go on for 2 months. Like we could tell something was wrong. Those numbers, I remember it was 170, 9 ribbies, 1 home run in like 47 games, which is like the worst stretch of ball we've ever seen from a legitimate hitter in our lives. No, to bar none. I mean, Joey Gallo was better than him at his lowest. Aaron Hicks was better than him at his lowest. Like that's how bad that stretch was.
So sad to see him struggle. He said there were times, like if you read some of his quotes, he said there were times that he woke up and like everything was just foggy or not clear. And after they did examine him further, it was determined that he was having some post-concussion syndrome.
There was like a couple of times we were doing our highlights and clips or whatever, and like we noticed that he forgot how many outs there were. But there was a couple of times in the field, like hitting, it seems like he was like not all there. Like this is such a good chart, and it's so like scary and stunning too. Like the breakdown. It's basically 2 halves of a different season, like 2 different versions of a player here. But it's just sad to see how bad this injury messed him up. And the Yankees just incompetency to let him keep going out there, even though he said he wasn't hitting pitches he normally hit, and you could see it a couple times. Yeah, I mean, he put the bat in the ball and hit hard like his old self because it's going to happen through the course of all those at bats. Like the game I was at, he actually hit it hard twice. That was like one of the last games he played before he got injured too. But like I said, it can happen even if you're not 100% sometimes. But
yeah, and he was striking out a ton. And obviously that concussion, some of the symptoms are delayed reaction. Like it fucks up your livelihood, basically. That's his job.
It's just a bad situation now. You wonder what with this and the situation with Judge being injured for so long. Yes, they did screw Rizzo royally. That's 100% true, Jigga. But
which leads us to this episode, right? We're discussing down the pipe what we have in down the pipe as far as first baseman positions.
There's a question I was going to bring up. Like, do you feel that Rizzo's going to be okay once this comes back, or do you still have worries about his long-term effects? Like, are you set with going into the season with him next year at first base, which does bring us to the pipe?
Yeah, that's a very good question. Honestly, it's hard to even say right now if he will go back to his normal self, right? I mean, Rizzo was a strikeout guy to begin with. Let's be real. I think you're frozen. Oh, you're back.
I'm good now. I'm good now, thank God.
So Rizzo was a strikeout guy to begin with, right? Strikeout player. Yeah, I mean, he was like him and Gallo. First of all, I don't even know. Whatever, we signed them, fine. But those two guys, and just when he gets back, I know he's gonna struggle a lot. So yeah, I think we should have a platoon in first base when he gets back.
Yeah, I think it's something you can't just fully count him after what took place. We don't know what we're gonna get the rest of this year. If the Yankees fall out of it, isn't even worth bringing him back, which is discussions we're going to have in a lot of players if they don't wake up in the next few weeks and stuff. But that's not something we'll go into now too much here. Let's get to the pipe and see what is behind Anthony Rizzo. So how about Andres Chaparro, our buddy Andres Chaparro at first base? You know, the Yankees view this kid as a first baseman. This was his 20th bomb of the year. Laser shot down the line, not his furthest, but still hit really hard, and he still got out of there in a hurry. And his hands are so quick. That bat field's really good too. When he hits the ball, it goes the long way. You hear that good sound we always talk about. He gets that good one. You know what I've always wondered? What is this? we gotta ask him what that is. Like, I really want to know what that is.
What is what?
Like, you know when he rounds third and like he points at the arm and stuff? Like, I'm really curious what that is.
Oh, like, do you know that he on his arm he has his name?
Oh, he
has and God.
Oh, that's probably what it is.
It says God on there.
You'll see it when he rounds third. You'll see what I'm talking about.
Okay. Oh no, that's not on the arm I'm talking about though.
Oh wow, okay.
So isn't the
that's the left he pointed towards.
Right. That's a good question.
Oh, no, that is the right. Oh wait, he goes around this way. Actually, he pointed towards the right, I think, but is it the right or the left arm?
Anyway, that's a good question. I'm going to be like, do you see that often? Him doing that often?
Yeah, I've noticed it a couple of times, actually. I think he does it almost all of them. We'll hear one last time. Let's see. There it goes.
Okay, I'm going to DM him.
It is the right arm.
Yeah. What the hell was that?
So, but as cool as that is, the player himself is putting up a very good season.
20 home runs. You want me to read off the stats? 20 home runs, 71 RBIs, 818 OPS. We could sure use that in the Yankees right now. 250 batting average, and 3 stolen bases. Will he finally get a shot with the Yankees?
We're about to see. I mean, we might have some dark days pretty soon. And when there's dark days, you got to find a light. And the only light the Yankees have right now is in the farm system because they're not trading for anyone else, and they blew the trade deadline completely, which we're going to get to. Don't worry. But
the thing is, we're going to know soon, I think, Julian. We're going to know if the Yankees do have a future for him, if they do protect him this Rule 5 draft. We'll see.
Yeah, that's a good point as well. Are they going to do it this time? Last year they got lucky. This year he would get taken a second. They put him back out there again. That's not
ice happen. Water in his veins. So, he's cold.
Is that what the thing is?
What's up? Yeah. So Harold's killing it. I'm just, man, I would love to see him in first base now, like today.
You could do a platoon with Bowers and have him hit against lefties and have Bowers hit against righties. That's what I was thinking before.
A platoon with Bowers now,
I
right?
mean,
This season?
Yeah, give it a shot
Hell
right now.
yeah.
See what he's got.
Hell yeah.
Like especially if they continue to go lower and lower. I mean, we don't want to see the old guys play at this point. We're already getting sick of them as it is. But like, I don't know if it's actually going to happen. Unfortunately, I would love to see it happen. Chaparro's put himself in a good position. The OPS is over 800 now. You have to remember he started off terribly too. So if we didn't have that terrible start, OPS would be like in the 850 range, probably in a better spot too. So he's 100%. Really done well. He's really done well since that first 30 at bat sample size, and welcome to AAA and the cold weather and all that. Man, I wish I could see Florian playing in the same outfield right now. Oh,
you're kind of lagging.
Yeah,
Julian, you're frozen.
Oh no, am I back?
You're frozen.
I think I'm back now.
Okay. Yay. All right. You want to say that again?
Yeah.
Okay.
I was saying, I think that Chaparro's like putting himself in a good spot.
Oh no, Julian, you keep freezing up. I want the stream to like go smoothly. You keep freezing up.
Okay, let me see what I can do.
Okay.
Am I better now? Okay. Am I in a good spot now or no?
No.
Hello?
I'm here.
I feel like it's getting better. How about now?
Hello?
Yeah. Yeah.
Hello? You're kind of delayed. And why just commented, I wish we could see Florial and Pereira in the same outfield right now. It makes no sense, honestly. This season is a freaking dud. Like, just let the kids play and see what we have. You know, that's the only way we're going to find out. Jonathan said Florial will be better than any left fielder they have at this year. I agree with that. Florial's defense is a lot better than what we currently are putting out there every day, including IKF, our utility. What's up? Julian?
How am I doing now?
I hear you, but you're frozen.
Maybe I should hop on my phone again.
Oh no. The
picture
doesn't
look great
when you're on the
phone. So we'll let Julian jump on his phone. Julian, I'm going to kick you off screen. You jump on your phone. Hey, Sandy.
Hi,
I figure, you know what? I'm stuck backstage and seeing this version of Julian. Let's give him a second to regroup. So I'm going to ask you questions, Sandy, because, I mean, we got to wait for Julian to get back. Everybody's been saying it forever. You've broken it down when it comes to the left field side. What do you think, Sandy? Like, you see it all behind the scenes. What do you think is the biggest thing that's holding them back from actually bringing up Florial to play left field? Like, do they just completely at this point, can we all agree that they just do not see him as anything more than just a minor league player?
Yeah, I agree with you. I think that's how they see him. I don't know why. Honestly, when he was called up, so obviously they wanted to give him a shot, right? They called him up. But every time he plays like his games are all scattered around. He'll get like 4 at-bats one game, then not play the next, then play another game. So it's hard to tell his true potential in the majors if he's not given like the proper playing time. Like for, let's say, your Volpe. Volpe has been given, even during his slump, Yankees continued playing him because they believe in him. Peraza. I don't think they believe in Peraza. Otherwise, he would
But
be a
Sandy,
complaint.
do you think it's that they believe in Volpe, or in true Yankees fashion, they invested enough in the marketing ploy, they said something out loud, and you know how they are, stubborn as shit. They're like, you know what? We're going to keep him there. We're just going to roll with it. He's not doing any worse than anything else we've got going on this year. Because
You know
wouldn't
what?
this
Like,
be the perfect time, Sandy, to bring the young guys up? Like, we are 5.5 games out of the wild card, Sandy. We are this close to ending the season without a winning record. Like,
this is the time to do it.
why would you not just say, oh, screw it, bring them all up?
This is the time to do it. I mean, what you're getting from McKinney, Bowers, and Allen, you can get from Everson, you can get from Florial, and you can get from Peraza.
Right.
So I don't understand.
I mean, look,
you
Jonathan
have a
said
good
it.
point.
Yankees are incompetent. Jonathan, I wish I could say you're wrong, but Jonathan, salute, you're freaking right. Uh-oh, hold on. I think the robot's over. Julian, can you understand me?
I think that should be that, guys. Great stuff. Thank you for that little transition.
Thank you,
Thanks for helping out. Hopefully, I'm good to
I
go.
love
And you
it.
know what? Let's stick with that theme. We had this on the ends of the docket, but let's push it towards the front. Should we just
Hey, can I ask you, Julian? Because what Jigga brought up is so damn interesting. Can I ask you what you think about what he just said regarding Volpe? If their belief is an actual Volpe, or their belief is just we marketed him so much. This is what the fans want, so we're going with it. What's your take on that?
I don't even know if it's what the fans want anymore because their fans are getting annoyed. I think it's what they wanted in the past. Yankees are as good as my Wi-Fi. Oh God, that's really funny, honestly. But that's the best comment of the day. But I don't know. I mean, I think they kind of made their bed at this point. They got a lie in it. They went this far out. I mean, they can't really. I mean, I guess they could have at a certain point, but now that point is well gone to send him down. I feel like just because you've already made it this far, so you might as well just go all the way through and hopefully Morrisman bounces back next year. I mean, it's been some good things, been some bad things. Overall, hasn't been the best, but he has had a good amount of home runs. He is close to 20 steals, I believe, and his defense has actually been really good too. So like some of the stuff's good. Some of the stuff's really bad, like the strikeouts and the plate discipline and the low average, obviously. But he's a baby still. It's just his struggles get magnified because the rest of the team isn't doing what they're supposed to be doing.
Well, yeah, so that's true.
He's getting looked at in a bigger scope. And
so before I interrupted you, what did you want to say about Florial and Everson?
I was gonna say that Everson Pereira should be on the Yankees right now, but they're gonna wait till that service time day of like the 18th. Everyone keeps saying because they want the extra year of control. There's no urgency with anything they do, so that's not changing either. They're not gonna rush Everson up right now. They're just gonna wait to get the extra year of control. When it comes to Florial, I think you and Jigga hit the nail on the head with him. I think he's just viewed as a minor leaguer, and he's trapped in purgatory with the Yankees in AAA. He's not getting out unless another team gets him out because the Yankees are just not going to do it with him at this point. It's been made clear they've had a million chances to do it. They could have added him to the 40-man numerous times. Instead, they added some scrub named Bowman that hasn't pitched since like 2019, which is on a laundry list of scrubs we've added. But it's just like, but I think it's time to let the kids fly pretty soon. You're getting to that range of being 5.5 out. Once you get past, the Yankees are really on the edge right now. Like you get lower than 5.5, you can basically kiss it goodbye. Like 5.5, you're in the black. Like you're dancing with danger. Like you can maybe make something happen, but once you hard hitting 6, once you start hitting 7, 8 in August, see ya. You're not coming back from that.
What's there to like? What's there to? You have to risk it. You have to see what you have.
We're in the black. We're in the red right now, basically. We're dancing around the lava with our season right now. The time to throw a risk will be now because you already whipped on the trade deadline.
Yep.
So, speaking of the deadline, we were with Chaparro, I guess. Let's go back to
Rumble. So Chaparro Hopefully he gets a shot this season, man.
Yeah, he's part of it. He's part of what the kids play.
Yeah. So next is TJ. You want to go on?
No, it's just one last thing. Like we were saying,
Okay.
you just got to add him to the 40, so they'd have to make a move with someone, but they can figure it out. That's it.
Okay. So next is TJ Rumfield. He has been absolutely. I love this picture. He has been killing it. He could be hurt. He's not. He hasn't been playing. He has. He's a good player. He's in AA. He's plays for Somerset. His stats are 17 home runs, 50 RBIs, 785 OPS, 7 stolen bases. Does he fit in the Yankees' long-term plan for the organization? We don't know. Will he have a chance to make it to a Bronx someday? We don't know. Definitely want to see Chaparro up first, but this is a solid first baseman here. His dad also played in the majors, coached. He has good support. He's a good hitter. He hits he hits four for home runs. He's a power hitter.
Ever since he wrote that article about it, he just started going on a tear. You reinvigorated TJ Rumfield's season. In terms of, and I've really liked watching him play. His defense, like we pointed out, is like, I think he only had one error at one point. I don't know if that's still the case, but his defense is really good too. I don't know if he has a future, like we said. It's a tough thing. I mean, with the situation with Anthony Rizzo, the door is certainly open. He's a lefty first baseman, so that's nice too. He can hit pretty well. He's 23 years old, so I wouldn't count it out, but I'm not sure if I'm counting it in either. So we'll see. But I'm not sure about his Rule 5 status either, if he has to get in that Rule 5 situation. I don't think he's this year because I was looking at that the other day. But I think TJ's, hopefully he's not too banged up. I think he banged up with someone in the base pass or something on a play, and he's been out ever since.
Yeah, he's been out for some time, though.
Hasn't been since the homestand. He ain't playing the road in Akron. It was since the last homestand against Bowie. It's been like a weekish or so, actually close to 2. And haven't IL'd him. So, yeah. So for Rizzo, yeah, someone asked. It's 10 days for now, but it could be more. We don't know.
Yep.
So we'll have
we're just going down our pipe. So that was AA. Now we'll take you down to high A. Spencer Henson, first base. 13 home runs this year, 52 RBIs. His OPS is 834, and his batting average is 265. Can he get a shot at AA before the season ends? He's 25 years old, so I mean, he's mature. His clock is ticking.
Yeah, that's a sad reality situation when someone's 25 in high A ball, that's for sure. But I mean, maybe it could end up working out. I don't know. I think for him to get the AA, you're going to have to see him move, obviously, to get some guys off this roster. And this roster is really crowded now, which some moves we'll get to later as well. I mean, he's been pretty solid, though. I'll say he's had a good year down there. I saw him hit a home run in the game, so that was cool. And he has some decent pop and stuff, so I think he can hit pretty well. We'll see what ends up happening. I think he went to Oklahoma State, and that's part of the reason why he's 25. Because once you go through the college, it's just harder because they still put you in the lower level once you end up going through all the college. So it's kind of like the clock ticks there, in a sense.
That kind of sucks, honestly, because you put in all that work in college, and then you come into the Yankees organization. You have to start from the bottom. Like there's no way out of it.
Yeah, like Wells started in Tampa, that's why he's 24 and all that. So and Rumfield's eligible next season for Rule 5, so we have one more year at TJ at least.
Good.
So
good.
He's fine. That's cool.
All right.
Let's see.
We'll take you now to Tampa Tarpons. Ronnie Rojas, another first baseman. His stats are 54. He played 54 games only, honestly,
Yeah.
but yeah, 8 home runs, 25 RBIs, 716 OPS, and 5 stolen bases. Um, so he will be 22 years old. He's
Yeah.
still, yeah, he's still a long ways. We're just kind of like giving you a breakdown of what's out there at every level.
Yeah, at first base, that's like the Yankees are thin, honestly. Like some of these options are good, but it's not like a deep position. Like Chappie's also a third baseman too. We're gonna get
Right.
to Hardman next, and he can play a little first. They put Narvaez and Duran at first sometimes, even Ben
Yeah,
Wright.
because catchers can play first mostly.
Yeah,
So
they
it's
move.
like,
Yeah,
go ahead.
yeah, because they move like a lot of people to first, like that aren't true first basemen. So it's kind of like a finicky position in the minors.
Basically, the easiest position, I would say. I would say.
Yeah, probably. I don't know disrespect to first baseman, but
No disrespect. No disrespect to Rizzo or anyone else.
I mean, if you look at all the other positions, catching's way harder, obviously. So is like third to second. Pitching's one of the hardest things to do. And I think playing the outfield is much harder than being a first baseman, honestly. So yeah, the only thing that's difficult really is the scoops. Honestly, that's like the hardest part. I mean, those are pretty tough, but like,
True. You have to be flexible. Like keep your one, like tip of your toe on the base, and also,
yeah,
spread out.
that is very true. So let's stick with our first baseman. Although this guy's one of more of a third baseman, Tyler Hardman, player of the month again. He's played 32 career games at first base. Look at what this guy's doing. He continues to get it done. 10 bombs last month. His slug was 645. His 10 ribbies, 20 ribbies. His OPS is now close to 900 on the season. He leads the Eastern League with 26 home runs, 56 RBIs. But the problem is he's also injured now. He got hit by a pitch. We don't know what's up with him, and who knows how long he's going to be out. He's been out a few days. So
I mean, it's been a long season. Come on, these kids have been playing since March.
Yeah. They're definitely, their durability is definitely getting tested. Some of these guys aren't playing this long either. Although Hardman's been in Somerset forever now, I feel like I feel like he's been there for so long.
I know. Like he's definitely worth, like when he gets back into action, he's definitely worth a look for a call up. He leads the league, and this is just recent because he just played. This injury is recent.
Yeah, it's not too long. It's been a couple of days. Like I think
he leads the league in home runs, 26 home runs. He's insane. This kid is insane.
Yeah, I'm starting to think the Yankees messed up by re-signing Rizzo too, unfortunately.
What? What'd you say?
It's the comments. I was looking at the comments.
So John is starting to think Yankees messed up by re-signing Rizzo.
Yeah.
What do you mean? Oh, okay, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know. I mean, like, if we're being honest, I wasn't crazy about the Gallo Rizzo signing.
Yeah, I mean,
but whatever, it is what it is.
Yeah, no, I mean, we just gotta see. We're not gonna know until next year what the is. This year, I'm already considering a wash because, like,
yeah, he's injured. Like, you can't even blame it on him.
If he doesn't get it next year, then like, yeah, we have a bigger issue.
A lot of people are saying like, oh, maybe it's just Rizzo freaking slumping. Maybe he's just bad at baseball. No,
I know.
He was clearly hurt. Like, what the fuck are you missing?
Yeah, I pulled up that clip and someone was like, he's just in a bad slump. I was like, he's injured. And then they were like, you said the back, not the neck. I'm like, okay, he's still hurt. So what difference does it make? He said he had a back issue that he had to manage throughout the season. And he obviously wasn't able to manage his injury issues. But like, still, he was clearly injured. He wasn't just sucking. Like, this is what we knew the whole time. People were just trying to say like he fell off a cliff and all that. But that wasn't the case, obviously. Now I rest my case.
No joke though. Can we stop freaking signing injured players? Like, what the fuck, dude?
And we're not even done with that. That's another nightmare. All right, Hardman, defense at third. I don't know. That's why I really think he might be a first baseman. He has 18 errors this year. That's really, and I know I've asked him about it, and he's made some good plays, but like he might be first base for him. But yeah, like you said, get him to AAA quickly when he's back. Though, like he doesn't need to be in Somerset anymore.
Serious. Seriously. Hey.
He was to hit like 40 bombs if he was fully healthy, as some were saying.
He's going to come back and hit 40. Is that what you just said?
Yeah, basically.
Yeah.
That is what I mean. Yeah.
Jason Lang said Somerset is insane and these promotions have made them better. Yeah, they have good talent and people are like, what the like people I don't know. I don't understand what people say about our farm system. We don't have and also call up these players. Let's test them out. Stop freaking signing 32-year-olds, 35-year-olds that haven't pitched since 2018. Give me a freaking break.
Yeah. Spoiler alert for what's coming later on. But like, I'm just so disgusted with this. I was saying the other day, I wouldn't mind if he goes under the tax and lets the kids play because the contracts are working out like dog crap, honestly. Like, none of the contracts are working. Everyone keeps getting hurt. And yeah, stop signing injured players. Like, we loved Rodon, but his injury history was really bad too. We didn't realize how bad the Montas situation was when we signed Rodon. Bader was a walking injury, literally walked into town with an injured boot, in the boot, walked with a bad foot into town. And Benintendi, I mean, a freaky thing happens. He breaks his wrist. Now he can't play defense or hit anymore, so I guess we dodged a bullet there. But, like, it's just an absolute train wreck. It's an embarrassment.
I'm actually very thankful we didn't re-sign Benintendi.
Yeah, me too. And people still complain about that, but that's not what the Yankees' issue is. Imagine having 5 for 75 locked up at him. I'd probably throw this hat through the wall right now. God.
I digress.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. So let's continue on with announcements, right?
Yeah, this one's not going to make it feel any better.
Next is Randy Vasquez.
Oh, that was it.
Randy Vasquez. He won Scranton Player of the Week. He had his career high 11 strikeouts in Scranton. I love this kid. He comes up. They put him in to pitch for the Yankees. Does what he has to do. Gets sent back down. Plays in freaking Scranton. And now, Player of the Week. He's just killing it all around. Let's keep him up here.
That's a great picture, by the way. I really enjoy that picture. That's a really good design that they made. Speaking of that, yeah, especially with how this rotation looks, which we're going to get to, and this rotation's a big mess right now. Randy Vasquez needs to fully start in this rotation for the rest of the season. I've seen enough. We've all seen enough, I think. He's been good in 3 MLB starts. We've gone through his numbers before, small sample and all that. But, like, it's go time for Randy Vasquez. Let's see.
What is the reason they keep sending him down, Julian?
Stupidity.
No, like, for real. Like, what is the reason?
Like I'm saying it's because it's a numbers game, unfortunately. Like, they had to, like, rework everyone back in. Like, I just don't think it's been smart because he's pitched well. And, like, they should have tried to give him more chances. Like, you could have given him more looks over Brito. I mean, we like Brito, but Randy's been better than Brito, like, the whole time that they pitched, basically. So
Randy's been better than Brito. My question to you was why not keep him in the rotation?
Because they had to deal with Sevy and Rodon and all these people coming in and out, and, like, they couldn't have, like, a certain spot for him without, like, losing someone to DFAing them.
Okay. He won't do worse than Sevy. Exactly.
Well, no, he definitely won't do worse than Sevy.
Okay.
Yeah, I wish it was easier and he got more chances, but that's how I see it, I guess.
Okay.
So the next thing that I was talking about that's not going to make us happy was Juan Corella getting sent out of town for Middleton.
Oh, okay, yeah. That's pretty
Middleton.
sad.
R.I.P. Corella to the Yankees organization. This is, of course, the one guy they trade is this guy that we really liked as a pitcher and everything, and they do nothing else. He was a Rule 5 guy, so they would have lost him for nothing probably because I'm sure he would have been drafted, and they obviously didn't have any plans to put him on the 40, which is tough because all the spots are going to have to do. But It's just Keon Middleton's, and the thing is, I'm not like upset with Middleton or like him being here. Like it's the fact that that's the only thing we did, and they had to, and that they traded Corella. Like Middleton's actually been great, and he's embracing the Yankees culture. And he talked about the White Sox culture was like a joke with people sleeping in the bullpen or something. Like crazy stuff going on out there alluded to that team yesterday.
Really? Well, I don't know about the 99 though. Like you need to start looking for a number because you can't wear 99, baby.
No, he's 93 now with us, but that was just the White Sox one.
So yeah, Corella six innings pitched, one earned run, 6 strikeouts in his white. This is not Corella. I don't know why it says Corella, but
no, Corella.
Middleton.
No. Oh,
Middleton, 6 innings pitched, 1 earned run, 6 strikeouts in his White Sox debut.
Oh, no. Hold on.
So on the mound, Middleton looks good, and Corella had a good debut. We still don't like the trade.
Well, no, I was saying no. Corella's debut was 6 innings. That was his first outing in the minor leagues of the White Sox.
Okay. All right, so we're done with Corella and Middleton. Next is Drew Thorpe. Finally, good news. I guess they must be listening to us because they finally called him up. We've been crying about it, begging about it. He gets to call up to Somerset today.
Yep.
And he's insane, this guy. He didn't belong there. He did not belong in Hudson, that's for sure. He struck out. He had 10 innings. He struck out 10 his last start.
Yeah.
And he's ranked the team's top prospect. He leads all Yankee minors in ERA, wins, strikeouts, whip, everything.
Yeah. And for Thorpe, I mean, we banged the head on the table and the nail and all, whatever we want to call it. We've been saying this for like a month now. And they finally, like you said, they finally get him up there. Like what took so long, only God knows. And Drew Thorpe, he like those numbers. It's a 281. It's 10 tubs. It's 138 Ks, which is the Hudson record. A 107 whip. He's pitched 109 innings. This guy's been lights out every step of the way. And he actually had a message for Corella. He said goodbye on Instagram and all that. Like, there was a picture.
Oh, and thanks for the follow back, Drew Thorpe. Holla. Also, about Drew Thorpe, like, please do not shave your mustache because that's like, don't shave your mustache.
Yeah, I guess this is trade.
Another call up is we have another pitcher called up, Neely. He also got called up to Somerset. He's been a top pitcher in Hudson Valley as well. He has a 2.03 ERA with 74 strikeouts over 48 innings. He had 6 saves. He's a reliever.
Yeah, he was a good one for sure, and he'll be a nice addition to that Somerset bullpen. He's a little fastball slider, makes like most of the guys. Another guy that's 6'8", so he joins Bailey Dees. He joins our boy Danny Watson. That's a huge bullpen guys in that Somerset barn arm, whatever you want to call it. Like
you said, he's 6'8".
Yeah, he's 6'8", Neil.
Well, he's the same tall as Watson.
Yeah, those are some big boys in there.
Yeah.
So something I want to say quickly, I'll just like do it quick about Middleton. Is he's pitched 3 scoreless with the Yanks so far. He's actually been good, but like it's just the Yankees didn't need a reliever. Like they have so many other issues. Like our bullpen could be great, but we can't hit anything. Like that's just not. Oh God.
I know.
That's that.
Our bullpen's been good, so I don't understand it.
We could have got the best reliever on the market, and it wouldn't have made me feel any better, really.
Yeah, that's why I'm just like whatever it is. Another call up. Well, let's see what people are saying in the chat first. Hey, folks, not sure what I missed, but the Yankees should be looking hard at Bellinger, Candelario, and Rodriguez for 2024 free agent signings. Yeah, I wish.
Yeah, I don't know if we need Rodriguez. I feel like our pitching will be good, but like the
Bellinger would be nice.
We definitely need Bellinger, and Candelario you could make a case for potentially.
Okay, so going back to our announcements, another call-up, catcher, Agustin Ramirez. He's from Hudson also. He got called up to Somerset. His stats are 16 home runs, 58 RBIs, 9 stolen bases. His average is 297 with a 916 OPS. Pretty good.
Augustine's a beast. This was another one we've been calling for too. He just like hit his way out of Hudson real quick. He wasn't there that long. I think it was only around a month plus. But he was just hitting. He hit over 400 with them. He had to go. They didn't need him there anymore. He was, well, I guess they probably do need it, but he didn't need to be there anymore because he's hitting that well. They're talking about this guy grading as a 70 power. It's cool. It's like an amazing catcher too. Like defensive numbers are pretty solid. He's got 3 errors, 994 fielding percentage. He's caught 22% stealing. He's got 10 pass balls, so nothing too bad that wears out you there.
His fielding average is good too.
His size is really nice too. He looks like a big dude for a catcher. Like he looks like he's going to hold up well for a while. And that's a guy you're going to have to put in the 40-man roster. And with that question, here's something that you might like. I think it might finally be the ends of Higgy because you can't have more than 5 catchers on the 40-man roster. No, they have to protect him. It's not even a question if they will. So, I mean, Higgy's on the line, Wells is on the line, and Rorfit's on the line. But hopefully
what was
not
your
Wells.
question?
My question was, do you think they'll actually put 5 catchers on the 40-man?
Oh, whoa.
Yeah, that's pretty deep.
I guess they would have to get rid of Higgy, huh? I mean, I don't know if they'll do it. Higgy's gone, Jonathan said.
I think it might have to be. Unless it's Rorfit, but we're just trying to see what we have in Rorfit.
They better protect him in Rule 5 this year. Hell yeah, Vikings.
Well, they literally have to. If they lose him, that would be the stupidest thing ever. Like, someone would take him. Like, you cannot protect him. Like, yeah, that's not going to happen.
Anyway, everyone on here, like, subscribe. Thank you for joining us today.
Yeah. All right. So let's go to Jared Serna now. Another guy we've been banging for too. All our bangers are getting answered almost. We're missing a few more, but hopefully by the time the season ends, we get them. Jared Serna. This kid's a beast. 19 bombs, 19 steals, 883 OPS. Could he push crowds to Somerset potentially? Maybe. Serna's like maybe 2 years away from the roster, if I had to guess, because that's like how far is from MLB. Is he going to be added to the 40? Yeah, you got to put him on too, because someone will definitely take him. So that's something they should look to do also. I'm excited for Serna to see what he can do.
Congrats. That's awesome. I mean, that's a big move too. You're coming from Tampa up here.
Yeah, that's definitely one of the bigger jumps you can make from low A ball to high A ball, I feel like.
Yeah. That's awesome. Second base. He's second baseman.
Yeah. And another person that's making the jump, yeah, Rorfit could get draw maybe. How about Anthony Hall? Anthony Hall is going from Tampa to Hudson as well. He's going with them. So Anthony Hall he was a 2022 draft pick out of Oregon, 9 bombs, 36 ribbies, 831 OPS. He was banged up for a little bit, but now he's back, obviously. And I think he's got a solid future ahead of him. He could add to some good outfield depth in Hudson.
You want me to read out the stats? So Hall has 9 home runs, 36 RBIs. His batting average is 267, 2 stolen bases, and his OPS is 831. He's an outfielder.
Yeah, solid little year, like pretty good, like nothing crazy, but decent and like it's productive. So I think it's worth noting. And he did miss some time. So, and he just got drafted. So good for him.
Cool. So not bad news, right?
Yep.
Sorry, guys.
Aldini Sanchez, I'm adding one on the fly. Aldini Sanchez also got cut out of the Hudson outfield. He was a nice kid, good player. He was a fast outfielder. Didn't really have a lot of pop, but can hit the ball well. It's good defense, but his power wasn't really there. They let him go, unfortunately. But the one we talked was Blas Castano. We saw him pitch a little bit. And Scranton and Somerset, mainly Somerset, he was a starter, he was a reliever, but he was on the chopping block to all these moves. And you have guys getting drafted, so the rosters are getting crowded at all these levels now because you've got to make space. Blas threw 49 innings with 45 Ks and a 4.4 ERA.
Yes, though, unfortunately, Blas Castano was released. He played in Somerset. He pitched 49 innings, 45 strikeouts. His ERA is 4.41. He mainly played in Somerset. He was up and down. So hopefully another team will give him a shot.
Yeah, let's transition to another pitcher that got released in our system, but this one's a way more notable. Davey Garcia. I mean, the Yankees really dropped the ball here. This is an embarrassment. The fact that you have to release Garcia after all the promise he had in 2020. He pitched 48 career innings, a 4.80 ERA, 43 Ks in the majors. The Yankees really broke this man down. Like they messed up his mechanics. Like he didn't want him to throw the curve as much. Like, and he started trying to throw differently. Just an absolute nightmare with him. He was injured a little bit, and that didn't help. But just a tough situation. Here's some of the good times.
He started strong in 2020. He struggled in the minors. In that year, he had a 5.80 ERA. So the Yankees messed up his mechanics. He got away from the curveball. And after that, there was a few injuries. He went to Somerset for some rehab games, but kind of disappointing that he was let go. They had so much promise for him.
And they could have like traded him a few times and gotten some good value for him also.
Yeah.
I know you liked Garcia. What do you think? What do you think about
Right.
Oh, I was seeing what do you think about the whole situation?
I mean, I hope he gets a shot elsewhere too. How about you?
Yeah, it's tough when I hopefully rebounds as well, but it's part of the business. And the Yankees evaluating their prospects have just been horrific, and it continues to be horrific. So it's just a bad look, and it just adds some more stain on a terrible season. Honestly, like it's just something you don't want to see happen.
Jonathan said Yankees always wait too long before trading prospects.
Yep, it's been biting them in the butt for a while now. So this prospect's looking better. Nick Ramirez, he was sent down quickly. He's right back up. I don't think he got to pitch in AAA. He's through 32 innings of 24 Ks and the 2.48 on the year. And the Rodon injury kind of got him back in the mix a little bit. And he could end up finishing out the season in the Yankees bullpen.
Yep. Yeah, so let's talk injuries. You spoke about Rodon. Lowe was activated. Finally, glad to have him back. His rehab numbers, he looked great. 4 innings, he had 2 earned runs and 5 strikeouts in 4 appearances. He looked good in his rehab starts. So I'm happy he's back. His pitches were looking filthy, just as his signature pitches. So yeah, happy he's back. Hopefully they'll play him. He's activated already, so he can play today.
Yeah, it's just like, is it even going to make a difference at this point? I'm happy he's back too, and I like the character, and he's a good pitcher and everything, but like, it's just, what's it going to do now? I don't know. I really don't. I mean, it could save us a few games if we get back in it. Like, yeah, he makes us a better team, and I'm not trying to damper his return, but like the outlook of like the season, like I don't know how much he really improves it.
Okay, so continuing on, Rodon is hurt, sadly. Again, it goes hand in hand with what we talked about earlier about just getting injured players. So it looks like it's a hamstring injury, and he was placed on the IL for 15 days. So far, not a good signing. Hopefully, he comes back and next year and shows us or prove to us the reason why we signed him.
So are you on the boat that you would just shut him down the rest of the year? Like you don't want to see anything else this year? Like you're just good on him?
I mean, there's 50 games left. Why not? Like he should come back and pitch for sure. even to get reps. Like,
yeah, it's true. I mean, even if we're out of it, you might as well just let him work through it, I guess. The only thing is, like, if he's gonna still be compensated and trying to pitch injured, then just let him sit down the rest of the year, like, because
if he's healthy, then pitch him.
The problem is he keeps messing up. I'm concerned because he's had an elbow injury, he's had a back injury, and now he has a hamstring injury. Like, it seems like he's trying to compensate everywhere, and he's just not figuring it out this year. I think he also, like, tried to rush back in a pennant race, and that's never a good situation. I feel like there was a lot of unfair expectations placed on him because of where the Yankees were in the standings when he returned. He had to pitch a lot of big games. He wasn't able to get the job done, really, and I don't know. I mean, I'm okay with either way, I guess. It depends what happens. If he's out for 15, they said the minimum, so let's see how we look in 14 days. If we're out of it, then maybe not. I don't know. But if he's good, yeah.
Vikings said, hate to say it, but the best thing for the Yankees might be to lose 4 out of the next 6, and maybe they will give the kids a go and hopefully more answers for next year. Sadly, I think even if they lose, they're not gonna. For some reason, I feel like they're so against letting the kids play.
Yeah,
so it's just like, even if we shit the bed, which we're like close to shitting the bed, it's like they're not gonna freaking call
if they lose tonight, like, oh man, like, oh god. But like, and Sevy's pitching tomorrow, so this could really snowball quickly. Like, tonight's the biggest must win of the season, honestly. But like,
so Bat Rodon, again, just to reiterate how bad he's been, 27 innings pitched, 7.33 ERA in 6 starts. That's pretty bad as your number 2 starter.
Yeah. It can't get any worse, honestly, if he returns, I guess. Can someone kidnap Sevy and not let him start, please? Oh, God. Yeah, I got Sevy's bobblehead right up here. We couldn't even give the thing away.
Oh, yeah. We put it up as a giveaway. Nobody wanted it. Nobody wanted Sevy's bobblehead.
Well, now Sevy stays with me. Hopefully,
Sevy.
Hey, Sev, we need you to rebound tomorrow. Okay. So, Sevy's mine now. But, speaking
what else you want to talk about? We have like a couple minutes left.
We're down to our 10-minute countdown here. We got Domingo Germán. Oh, God. Talking about situations that are worse than Severino. If there is any, it's that. Domingo got way too drunk. He came into the clubhouse like aggressive. He broke a TV. Got into a complication with Aaron Boone. Brian Marinaccio had to try to simmer him down before he got sent down. Garrett Cole intervened too, I think. Like, this was just like an absolute disaster.
The funniest part about this whole situation is that they threw his ass in a sauna.
Which is probably not great.
Like, I'm sure the guy couldn't like breathe. I mean, they just didn't freaking care. Oh my God.
What's up, TC? Yeah, I mean, that's like that's like the opposite of what you're supposed to do. We could have got dehydrated.
Seriously, put him in the shower. Oh my God.
And then they put him in the nap room, apparently, and they had security watching. So
I just picture this in my mind. You know, there's footage of that too.
Yeah, I'm trying to
footage of this. Oh my God.
Yeah, imagine that like leaks somehow. Like, that would be crazy if it leaks one day.
Shit. I doubt it. Knowing the Yankees.
Yeah, they won't let it. But so he's drunk, suspended for the year, trying to get himself help, which is important, obviously. Like, we're not trying to joke about that. Like, hopefully he gets the help that he needs, but it's just like something else that gets added into this joke of the season and all that. Just a bad situation.
Right.
Is he ever going to be a Yankee again? Probably not. But like, we'll see what happens with him. Hopefully he gets better. But it puts our rotation in a big hole, which is why.
Well, some good news now. Nestor's back.
Yep, there we go.
He killed it. His last inning was amazing. That's the Nestor we know. He looked good. He struck out 8 in 4 innings.
He was on it.
Love it.
who doesn't drink watching this team? Oh my god. I don't know, bro. But Nestor is a few bright spots the Yankees have right now. So, but unfortunately, again, is his return going to do enough now with how bad this rotation looks? You're going to have to put Vasquez and Brito back in this thing, and you're going to need Schmidt to pitch with Cole and Nestor. It's the only feasible five. If Sebi doesn't get it together, so nasty Nestor was good. I enjoyed what I saw for sure. Too bad the offense isn't back. Yep, that's the biggest problem.
All right, so before we leave you guys, we'll do some last-minute signings.
Yep. Jackson Castillo. This is an undrafted kid from Southern Nevada, JUCO college. He had a good year, a few good years actually, but last year was really good. He was going to go to Auburn if he didn't get drafted by the Yankees, but whatever. But so in the JUCO school, he hit 17 bombs with 60 ribbies, 17 stolen bases, a 432 average, and an OPS of 1,368. So that could be a good little pickup. Maybe we'll get to watch him play in the complex league or something.
That's good. That's good. And congrats to the kid. I love when we have JUCO signings because JUCO players they freaking work hard.
Hell yeah.
They play with a chip on their shoulder.
I absolutely love that, and I hope to see more of them continue to get picked up.
Next signing, Zach McAllister, right-hand pitcher. This is the guy we mentioned earlier, 35 years old, drafted by the Yanks in 2006. He did some time with, his last runaround was with Detroit. Before that was slipping my mind.
No, Cleveland. He was a Cleveland promotion.
Last year was Detroit. So he played in Scranton already. He had his first start.
Yeah. This is a journeyman that was drafted by us in 2006. He, like you said, he's 35. I mean, his ERA is a 4.09 in his career. It's 591 innings, 540 Ks. He's not like an aggressive thrower or anything. It's just like, I don't know why we made this move. I don't think he's on the 40, but it's just like, I just don't understand.
Honestly, I mean, he had some money left over, I guess. Cashman had some,
I don't know what the hell it's for. This is the shit we're doing. And then another one like that is Spencer Howard, who's a right-handed pitcher, who was a top prospect with the Rangers. He got DFA. His ERA was 7 this year. He has an ERA of 10 with him in the big leagues. He has a AAA ERAs over 5. Like, the career ERA was 7. It's just like, whatever it is, nothing looks great. Although Nathan spoke to him, he's trying to work through it, and maybe he'll improve. But like, I don't know. It's just I don't get this one either.
So again, these are guys that we don't know what we're getting. We're gonna have to be put to the test, correct?
Basically,
Why not put the kids to the test? This is how we're gonna end this episode. It's just time to let the kids play.
I'd rather just let them. Why don't we just move up some guys from the Patriots and let them take those spots instead? Like Danny Watson could get in there. Now you wasted 2 bullpen spots that like we don't really need. Like I don't know. Yeah, it's a crazy situation. What's going on with the Yankees? It really is. It's just like it's incompetency. It's bad baseball. It's bad decisions. It's bad
bad roster management. Like
it's bad hitting, and it's
we're about to go watch the game anyway. I mean, like we're freaking tied up to the Yankees.
God, I mean, honestly, I want to thank everyone for checking in. We were happy to hop back in this week, get a little hour slot. We'll see what the Cards hold next week. Got a bunch of call-ups and stuff. 2 quick ones before we go to hit the buzzer. Tampa to Hudson. Jesus Ramirez.
No, I don't think we need to go and let's do that next week.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we're running out of time.
I was just gonna say the names. I wasn't gonna go through the whole shamby.
Thanks for watching.
All right.